Hey guys, and welcome back to Building with Whip. Today we are back here in our village for yet another episode, and what we're going to be working on today is right here, we're going to be building a blacksmith. And then also beyond that, I really want to get some work done on some field layouts. So you can see this guy right over here we've been working on slowly off camera just because I wanted to get a little bit of seeds down so it'd start growing so we had something better to harvest. So I'm kind of working through it. I forgot that I had done this, but I had retextured the side of the farmland blocks trying to get like some wood bits like holding them up. I think I literally just took the stick model and rotated it and it doesn't look that great. So I think I'm going to rework that at some point. But that's kind of where we're at right now. I wanted to bring you guys in for that and let you know about some things that have changed. You can see here that our leaves are now looking pretty bushy. We got some falling leaves going underneath. What this is the better foliage mod. It doesn't edit gameplay at all. It just makes things look a little bit nicer. And I gotta say, it really improves what we've got going on here. I really like it. Let me know what you guys think. If it's too much, we can take it out. If it ruins some of the video quality, let me know and I'll try and fix it or upgrade the quality. But also on that, we're gonna be trying a new editing software here. So I think this video is still gonna be in 30 FPS and I'm gonna test it and see if the editing is, or the rendering is actually some timely length instead of what it was trying to render 60 FPS on our Vegas Pro that we've been using. But yeah, so if that works, we'll be running on 60 FPS on everything, hopefully coming here in the very near future. But yeah, so this guy right here, we have the start of our big oak tree right here. This is kind of the base root shape that I want to go with. We got some of these guys. We got this little thingy right here, little cart something or another. I want to get this whole sunflower thing retextured, and I just don't really like the look of it, and you guys are going to be amazed. I did an interior. I know, I did an interior. It's a first. It's a first time for everything. We did an interior, and it's right here. I needed somewhere to live, and I got bored, so I made an interior. So we got this nice little shelf over here. It's just got a little chest and a notebook. A nice little bookcase right there for all your stuff. We got some crates just to hang out with. Nice little table right here with some little tiny stools, almost, not really chairs. Armor stand. I want to get some leather armor in there, but I don't quite have enough. Back here's our little kitchen area. I just had some gray terracotta, so we threw that up there. And up here is the bedroom. Yay! Excuse me. Yay! But yeah, so when you sleep in this, you actually see through to the sky because of the way the blocks work. So that's pretty funny. But yeah, so that is that room. Over here, we have our storage room, which is doing pretty great. We got all these back in here. Got some little ender chests. Used one of our extra ones and put it there. So we got this parrot. And the reason why we have the parrot is, do we have space in our inventory? Is I actually went ahead and wanted to find some dogs for our dog kennel. Now these guys, I want to do something special with them. So you can see they all have red collars right now. And as an ode to a long time ago, I had 4 huskies. As a little kid, me and my brother dog sled, and we had 4 huskies. We had one Kiana, Cody, Pooh Bear, and Rodney. So as a note to those guys, they were great. I loved them so much through my whole childhood. They were awesome. And these are actually the color of their collars. Kiana was the only girl we had. Then Cody and Rodney had kind of purpley collars. And Pooh Bear, he was my guy actually. The other 3 were kind of my brothers, and Pooh Bear was the one that was more mine. He was really cool. Great dog. But yeah, so he had a full-on black collar, and that's how I kind of want to tell them apart here and then give them their name tags. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. I'm thinking you look like a Rodney, you look like a Cody, you look like a Pooh Bear, and you look like a Kiana. But Kiana and Cody were both Alaskan Malamutes, and Pooh Bear and Rodney were Alaskan Huskies. So Rodney gets a purple, Cody gets a purple. Cody, get back here. Cody! Come on, Cody. Sit. Stay. Kiana, you get a pink. Good. Good girl. And Pooh Bear, here you go, bud. You can have your black collar back. All right, let's get you guys back in here. And I think we're going to start this episode off doing some more time-lapsey chat stuff. So I think that's a great time to get started. And I got a lot of work ahead of me this week as far as actual work, not just Minecraft work. So, you know, we're going to go ahead and do that. Kiana, come on. Kiana, get inside. She was always the trouble one. You know, it's funny how this always works out. But yeah, so let me get her back in here and let's get into that time lapse for the day. Come on, girl. Come on. Come on. Let's go this way. I wanted to talk to you guys about how post-college life has been going, as most of the viewers are actually in the 18 to 24 range, so I figured it would be kind of a cool topic to talk about, as a lot of you guys are either in the same stage of life as I am, or you're kind of getting to there, so I thought it was kind of something to something cool to touch on, I guess, as I'm blabbing on here. But anyways, so you gotta really, I found that you really have to be okay with being on the bottom of the totem pole again. It's just kind of the same way of going through school. You get into high school, you're that freshman, you're there, you're the bottom of the totem pole again. You work up to being the senior, you go off to college, then you're a freshman again, and you're kind of on the bottom of the totem pole. So you kind of, like, I found that really, like, you got to be okay with just kind of taking some punches here and there through work, whatever it may be. You got to be okay with kind of being the guy who does that little bit of extra. You got to work and earn your place again, which I found has been really interesting. And I found that a lot of, like, for a long time when I was searching for a job, I was looking for that, wow, I need this job. That's that perfect job for me. That's the only one I'm going to take right now. And I started, as you guys know, I started a new job now working at Xbox, which is awesome, but it's not exactly like the perfect thing for me. Like, I don't expect to be doing this for my whole life, but it's been a good job. It's a great stepping stone, and I'm really happy for the opportunity I have because of the connections I'm making, the skills I'm learning, all that is going to help me get to that end goal of that job. Something game designing, something more involving with video games instead of just making sure users can play the game, like actually creating them, that type of stuff. But so far, it's been really awesome. It's been a huge learning curve, and now the office I'm working in is actually going through a whole restructuring phase, which is kind of weird, being the new guy in that. Then everybody else is kind of like in panic mode because their jobs are changing and the pay scale is changing. So it's kind of weird being there, but it's been a good experience so far. But anyways, I just, like, what I really want to echo is what I've realized so far is I've been out of college for 4 to 6 months, something like that, not even really. And you really just got to try and find something to put you going in the right direction, if that makes sense. Like, for the longest time, like, I didn't have a job for the first few months getting out of school because I was looking for that perfect job for me. Like, I want this, and this, and I need it now. And I didn't quite have all the skills that I needed to get that job. So now I found something that would be able to teach me those skills, move me off more in that right direction, and still allowed me to pursue a lot of hobbies and things like that, like YouTube right here, which I'm really loving doing. If something works out here, awesome. If it doesn't, then I'm building all these skills that are going to help me further through life and further my career later on, which is kind of weird now that I'm talking about a career and I'm like, oh God, I just graduated from school. Can't I just stay at home, play video games? But yeah, so it's been a big learning curve getting out and getting into that real job market. But overall, I really enjoy it. And I really hope you guys who are going into that stage of life, that this, me blabbing here for a little while, can help you figure out stuff. All right, guys, here we are. We got so much work done. After that time lapse, I went ahead and started putting some flowers and things around the fields, and I wasn't able to finish it all up, so I felt like kind of like a half-assed little time lapse right there. Probably wasn't the best idea, but we got all this stuff. I'm putting a lot of these peonies across the borders of the fields, and I think it's looking really well. It's adding a lot of color to the region. That wheat field has been grown up fully a few times now, and it looks really, really cool. And I went ahead and put the variation and all that stuff into the walls of the fields. So you can see it's not just cobblestone anymore. We got andesite stone and moss stone in there as well. And I think it really brings it out a lot. I put a lot of the mossy stone down here by the base of the rivers and whatnot. So it kind of makes a little bit more sense. But now that we have these areas kind of cut out and whatnot, we can come in here and really start to add a lot of life and flowers and trees and stuff in there. That guy right there makes me really want to start throwing some larger oak trees like that guy, just kind of dotted around along the pathways and everything. I'm thinking about putting a water mill or something right in this area, but it'd be a diagonal one, so I don't know how that'll work. But we might do that, or we could do it literally right there where the water comes down a level. That could work too. That's something I'm looking into. But now I want to move on to building the blacksmith. Also, I went ahead and labeled all these fields with just different types of crops that are grown into them. Like this one is going to be a little wheat field right in here, and there's a lot more that I want to add. I think there's 9 more fields than what we have here that I want to add. So we're going to have to figure out ways of doing that, whether it is going over that way more or up here or whatever it's going to be. But we got a lot more fields to be adding. So over here, this is where our blacksmith is going to go, like we had talked about before. But we're running into a slight issue. We're going to have to move good old Mending Villager out of that place. So I think what we're going to do right now, I don't think I've ever made a boat yet in this. So we're going to make a boat, and we're going to move our best friend Mending Villager out from this area. So we're gonna come in here and try to break this and not screw up everything, and just place the boat. Can we not place the boat? I just want to place the boat, please, please. Yes, thank you. All right, so this is gonna be a slow journey right here because we gotta back out, and I don't want to fall down. Oh no! Don't die! This is not good. This is not good at all. Let's go and do that. And then we gotta break you. Okay, now we're good to go. I saw him taking damage. I was like, no, the end is near. My best friend in the whole world's gonna die. But now we gotta figure out how to get him inside somewhere. So which way does this door open? That opens that way. So we're gonna go ahead and break you and you. And can we get in? Oh, perfect. All right, Mr. Mending Villager, you live here now. Look at that, though. That's the luck of the sea. Where is it? Where is it? I need to see it. There we go. There it is. All right, you stay there. You're all nice and cozied up, and you're gonna just stay right there. Thanks, buddy. All right, so this one right here, what we're gonna do with this is I want to go ahead and do a design similar to what we did over in that testing world or design world a long time ago. If you guys remember that one, there were a few designs in there that I really enjoyed and wanted to kind of pursue moving forward with. So we're going to go ahead and kind of make up one of those. But anyways, what I want to do is I want to have the forge back in this area. We were probably going to have to get rid of this field here really soon, which I am totally okay with. So what I want to do is kind of back in here is I want to have, I think, like magma blocks right in this little bit. Kind of right in there, just showing like molten metal. And then we're gonna go ahead and do something like this, where it's kind of a casting area right there. And we're going to actually no, what are we gonna do? We're gonna do something, I don't know. What if something like that, and then it would kind of close against that wall right there. So my plan is to have a doorway right here and come back into a little like tiny house. It'll probably go something like that. I don't know. And then have a higher up roof loft section above this guy right here. Similar. So yeah, so that's kind of where our forge is going to be. It's going to be kind of something like this. I wanted to keep it small, but I also want to have like some room to add some detail and make it different from the other buildings and stand out. This is a blacksmith. So that's kind of what we're going to do. Let me go ahead and get some work done because I need to do a lot of planning and get things in place here. So I'll be back with you guys once I have a little bit of a better update for you. All right, so here we are. And first off, just before we get into this, if I sound a little weird today, I'm sorry. I'm pretty exhausted from work this week. And I think I'm getting a little bit of a cold, so that's kind of a bummer. But yeah, so this is where we're at right now. I was able to throw in the smeltery itself, or not the smeltery, the forge. And I throw a little armor stand with the iron helmet on it down there. Just there's a daylight sensor that it's resting on top of just to kind of bring it up a little bit so it actually shows through. Over here we got just a nice little cabinet thing back there, some furnaces so it's actually functional. Got our anvil in place, and what I want to do now, obviously because it's nighttime, it's perfect and great. First off, sleep. Second off, we're going to put a roof on the place where then we can go ahead and start doing. So what I want to do is I want to do like a little bit of a storage loft room area above this guy. I know the structure is going to be kind of tall, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it standing out, and I don't really want it to be super tall, but I want it to be at the point, so we're going to bring it over to there, and then we're taking that out. Okay, so that's pretty much where it's going to come up to, and what I want to do from there is like dark oak stairs just going straight up, and I want to have like a really tiny little loft area up there, which one will count as another bedroom, and two, we're going to put a little staircase going up the back of this guy to get into it. And I think it's going to look kind of cool, and it'll mix up this wall back here. But yeah, so since last time we've got a lot done, the wall's decorated, all that stuff. So let me go ahead and get some more work in here. All right, guys, I want to bring you guys in here so we can finish this episode off today. I'm really happy with how this guy turned out, so I want to do a little bit of a tour. So we ended up tearing down this structure right over here where our mending villager was living in. This thing is just going to move over a few blocks and we'll rebuild it in the next few episodes. Added this little shrubbery spot right here with some bushes. Nice little, this little guy right here. It's a tiny little house. Just enough to basically live in, have a little bed over there and a small kitchen and something, an area to sit. Besides that, the blacksmith has his shop out here, and I liked how that kind of looked and everything. And then up here we have the loft. I had to turn that stair that way so I could throw a fence right there. This little part right here kind of bugs me. I don't really know what I want to do with it yet, but I'm just going to leave it for now and see if it grows on me or not. But up here is a nice little loft area where another villager can come and live. So today, so far, we have taken away one door by taking down that building that's on the other side of that guy, and we've added in 2 more. So we actually should be getting another villager in the village here soon. But yeah, in here, we got our little magma blocks in there doing their thing. I'm thinking I want to come up here and almost, can we get that guy? I think that's going to be okay. Let me go look up top again real quick and make sure this is okay. But I wanted to make it look kind of like there's a... Yeah, perfect. That is total... Is it, though? Is it? I don't know. No, it's not. It is not okay at all. That's just going to have to stay like that. That's okay with me. But yeah, so in here we got a little storagey section over here. Another little armor stand or something. We could throw some armor on if we wanted to. But yeah, this guy, I wanted to have more about making tools. So I threw a little axe up there. He's in a village. He's not in a city. He's not in a barracks. He wouldn't be making weaponry. He wouldn't be making crazy amounts of iron armor. So I know I put the helmet right here, but I just wanted to have something sitting on there, and that was the only option we really had. So I went in and did that. Use that little bug powering of the the trapdoors, the iron trapdoors, like we did up for our bell on the roof of the chapel over there. I did the same thing right down here. So if you guys didn't see that video, go watch that, and you'll see how you can power trapdoors and make them close and just have them sit there like that. And it was a really, really handy trick, and it's been very, very helpful in making a lot of these things. See our chimney up there, some trapdoors on it as well, just giving a nice little top to it. Yeah, we got this side back here, just using our polished andesite as corner bricks like usual. I'm really, really happy with how this is all looking out. This guy, this roof here, I slanted it on purpose so it comes up a little bit and then it drops down. And I wanted that way just so it's a little bit different. It kind of works into this roof a bit more, but not a whole lot, but kind of is there, if that makes any sense at all. Yeah, guys, that is going to do it for today's episode. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys are enjoying these time lapses and everything, do let me know in the comments below. I'm having a lot of fun playing Minecraft right now. I am so in love with this world. I have way too much fun on here every time I hop on, even with the long grindy projects like making field borders and that big wall over there. It's still just really cool playing on here. So anyways, let me know down in the comments below what you guys think about this series, where we're going. If you guys have ideas on what we should be doing, I always love to hear them. Please hit that like button if you did enjoy, subscribe if you loved it, and I will see you guys in the next episode. See ya.